Hi, Dr. Dara, Truth with Dr. Dara, and I have gotten the same question asked to me over and over and over again. You're never going to guess. I'm sure you will. It's about sleep. People ask me all the time what they can do to get more sleep. Now, for some of us, yes, it's because of an increase in anxiety, or maybe there's big events going on. Whatever it is, I still give the same answer. And first and foremost, I tell them, don't try to sleep. Because if you're trying to sleep and you're making yourself sleep, what happens? You don't sleep. Remember when you were a kid and they had you counting sheep and you would lay there and you would think 1, 2, 3. Well, you continued to count the sheep and the next thing you know you were sleeping because you weren't focusing on sleep anymore. So when you're trying to sleep, not going to happen. But you do want to create a schedule for yourself. I mean, I have young children and I don't just randomly decide when they're going to go to bed, and I don't just last minute decide what our routine is going to be. We have a set schedule and a plan that we go through. There's flexibility in it, but there's still consistency. So if you want to go to sleep at 10 o'clock, it's not about you just taking your clothes off, hopping into bed, looking at your Facebook, and then expecting to fall asleep. At 9:30, perhaps you could take a warm shower. There's this word, it's called sleep hygiene. It makes me laugh, but it's so helpful because that's what it's called, creating a structure around your sleep. So like I just mentioned, if it's 9:30, you go take a warm shower, you get yourself ready in cozy clothes that are going to be comfortable to sleep in, making sure that your house is nice and cool, so that you want to snuggle and be under your covers and be all cozy. And then when it's time to get in bed, maybe before, you have a nice glass of warm water or something very soft, not eating a lot of food right before you go to bed, especially if it's spicy. You want to be doing things that are going to promote your digestive system to relax as well. And then as you're getting in bed, put away your phone. That is the biggest culprit of not being able to sleep, is us constantly on our phone and on our social media. So create it that you put your phone on a sleep mode, that it does not get any airtime during that. And television is negotiable too. For some people, it's a way of de-stressing and disconnecting, but watching a horror movie right before you go to bed is not going to be helpful. But have a guideline with it. Have a cutoff point of when it's going to go off. And with that also, if you are going to watch TV or perhaps sit and read a book, do it in a different area than where you're going to sleep. Your bed should be for 2 things and 2 things only. Number 1, sleeping, and number 2, yes, you guessed it, sex. That is permissible in your bed. Other than that, sleep. Create the pattern for your mind to know that when you get in bed, that's what's going to go on. Rest. Also, keep in mind that your body being recuperated is not just about how much time you spend sleeping, but about how much time you put into rest. So just decide that between 10 and 6 or 10 and 7, that time you're just going to hang out in that area doing soft, restful things. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, you are going to read or you're going to journal. Some people like to read the newspaper, anything like that. Or these days, who's reading the newspaper? You're doing it on your phone. So make that decision right then and there that that's what you're going to do, and create a structure around your sleep time. And if you can't sleep, then just don't sleep. Maybe get up and go and do something else for a little while and come back and sleep. And I got to tell you, this is going to sound pretty strange, but if you don't sleep, you're not going to die. Eventually, you will sleep. Do not nap during the day to try to make up for it. Sleeping time is sleeping time of the set structure time that you have designated for sleep. You got it. No napping and no social media and phones in bed. And remember, if you can't sleep, you can't sleep. You'll fall asleep when it's time.